Alright, this was my final time for now working on my son's Lexus IS 300. I got the new radiator and fans and stuff in there. I think I got the fans off carpart.com. I can't remember. But this was all busted up, so I just took the blades and the fan motors off and put them on his original housing. So I'm going to take it for a ride and see how this thing does. It did have a check engine light on. He's wanting his car back. I don't blame him. It had a purge. It had a small evap leak. A knock sensor code. I just popped the hood and checked. Both the knock sensors are plugged in. Alright, we have a PO325 knock sensor circuit bank 1. PO442 evap emissions leak, small leak detected. PO446 evaporative emissions system vent control circuit. So I'm sure they'll all come back, but maybe, I don't know. Want to race them? Go for a drive. The race was successful. Do it. No DTCs. Alright. So we got new tires, we got new exhaust, we got new front pump in the transmission, radiator fans, oil filter, engine oil and filter, transmission oil and filter. Now he also bought the engine, so new junkyard engine. What else? New heater hoses. I can't think and remember. Now, I think this is the 10th or the 11th video on this stupid thing, so go back and watch them all. But I mean, the transmission is shifting decent. I was worried about that because the radiator, something broke inside the radiator and filled up the transmission with coolant, and then transmission plug got in the radiator. My son and I guess his stepdad and another guy put the engine down in there, and they didn't get the torque converter indexed all the way, so that's why it ended up coming to me, and he had ended up taking it to another shop. They told him the engine was locked up, but it was just where the torque converter wasn't indexed in all the way. And we do have a oil pressure light on. If you've seen the last video, I did put an oil pressure sensor in it. Didn't work. Like that light will come on and off. I put an oil pressure gauge in it. Got it to up to temp. It does have good oil pressure, so not too worried about that light. It does have an ABS light on. I don't know. It does need a couple little things, but I think he'll just be happy to get his car back. And then if he wants me to look at something a little later, I'll be glad to do that for him. Let's see here. Well, it's riding out pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna put this phone down. I'm gonna go down the interstate and see how she does the rest of the drive. Alright, well, it does run out pretty good in town and on the highway. Steering wheel is a little bit off to the left. we got new tires put on here for him. His old tires was balding on the insides real bad, so he definitely needs to do an alignment. I got a little water sound through the dash right there when you take off, so I need to purge the air out of the cooling system a little better to get that noise gone. Overall, pretty good. The main thing is the engine wasn't locked up, and we got the transmission working out good. It's just been one thing after another. But we got the cooling fans in, we got the radiator in. So. Now the compressor that's on it did not come with this car. I guess it came with the engine when they set it down in there. So, and the wires are cut on it. So he needs to see if the AC compressor is still at the guy's garage where they pulled the engine out at. But that's been close to 5 years ago, I think. So I don't know, hopefully. But at least he'll be able to drive his car. Like I said, if he wants to do some of the little stuff later, we can try to get that taken care of for him. We'll pull up here to the shop and I'll see if all three of those engine codes came back or not. And it's got new coilovers. So I think when he goes to get alignment, he's going to have to find, because I don't think all alignment shops like Goodyear and stuff do alignments with coilovers. Knock sensor. The only one that came back was the knock sensor. So let's pop the hood. See if everything looks good under there. I'll let it cool down and try to burp that coolant out a little bit. Look at this fan, how it came to me. There's the old motors. Of course, I guess it's set for a while with the hood off of it out in the weather. But this was a brand new unit from wherever I got it. Look at that junk. That's how it came to me. Alright, I went ahead and bought him a new right front wheel speed sensor. Hopefully the last thing I have to buy for the car for a while. Now, don't get me wrong, my boy did buy a lot of parts too. We both spent a pretty good amount of money getting the car back in shape. But all right, I'm gonna get this put in there and see if it takes care of it. Although at O'Reilly's, this and Advance and stuff, this thing was almost $500 for that wheel speed sensor, and it was special order. Crazy. I ended up finding this one on Amazon for like 70 bucks. Alright, well, the ABS light is off. Well, my mom come up, I'm trying to get down to the parts store to get a piece of exhaust pipe. And weld up her exhaust for her, so. And left front control arm rearward bushing, and the right front lower control arm. So, alright, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.